Wow. Hey, this is Phil Lilley, Lilley's Landing Resort and Marina on Lake Taneycomo. I'm going to do one cast this evening. It is Wednesday the 26th of September, and they were running 2 units for a couple hours and it's dropped to 1. And I've thrown this 1/8 ounce sculpin jig with 4-pound line from Lookout down to here, and I'm just about to the Narrows. And I've caught quite a few rainbows, pretty decent ones. Actually started up below the dam, and I hooked a pretty good sized brown on a mega worm, a chartreuse mega worm, but had him on for about 5 seconds and then he pulled out. I'm going to go ahead and do one cast here. I'm going to drift on down through the Narrows, then head home. It's been raining. It's still sprinkling a little bit, but it was raining a little bit harder here a minute ago. But I've done pretty good. Just below Lookout, I hooked a very nice brown and landed it. And I got video of it. I wasn't wearing my mic. Oh, that's the first snag. The first snag. All day today, my first snag. Oh, popped loose, cool. I'll have to retie. Check the hook, still good. Hooked a big brown and landed it. I don't know how long it was. I didn't even take time to measure. I only had it out of the water maybe 30 seconds to hold it up to the camera. It was a beast. It was a female triploid. It was missing its adipose fin, which is clipped when they sterilize the eggs. No particular pattern, just throwing and working it back. I caught him fairly close to the bank, but in deep water. The oxygen's in good shape. All these fish are fighting good, including that big brown. And it swam away really, really good. Nope, that was a bite. Talked to Tony again today, and he was up here fishing. They said fishing was pretty tough because it was windy this morning, but they caught some nice rainbows, and they did see some big browns in here again. When I say in here, in the Narrows where I'm coming up to. But because of the wind, it was a little tough throwing a jig, he said. There's a log that I have to avoid here. I've got some mayflies hatching this evening, all up and down the lake. It's pretty cool. They're real light in color. I'm not familiar with mayflies and such, but they're pretty good size. It's good. It's a good rainbow. Come on. Pretty. I've caught 4 or 5 about that size. And then some smaller ones. Oh. Stop. I want to keep fishing. Oop, there we go. Hook's good. Okay. That log right there signifies that we are officially in the Narrows. I'm going to back off just a little bit. Now I don't know where these big browns have been laying, so I'll just fish the whole thing. Tony keeps thinking that the browns that he's seeing here are the ones that are been around our dock, but at least Frankie was at our dock this evening, so his comment was, how many 20-pound browns are in this lake? Well, Frankie's probably 20, and he said that the one he saw in here was 20, so I guess there's 2. But those aren't the biggest. I see fish down there flashing on the bottom. That means they're feeding on scuds and bugs that they're kicking loose in the gravel. Oh, there's a bump. There's another flash. Could be suckers too. Suckers like to slash around. Sound like somebody's throwing rocks down there in the water. Keep looking around. What I'm going to do is put that brown video on the end of this one cast. I thought about just putting it up by itself, but I may do it later, but it's not that long. And I'll probably edit some of the fight out. He started going to a tree, so I had to pull him out in the middle of the lake. Pretty shallow through here, even with the water running. This jig's bumping bottom. There's a little pocket down here below this tree I always like to throw in. It's a drop off. Sometimes there's some pretty good fish that are sitting down in that drop off. So I'm going to throw a jig right in that hole in just a second. Okay. Here we go. Comes Dwayne. Got a big brown.
How big?
I don't know. You'll have to see it. It's big. I don't like to guess my own fish. He's got a guide trip today, so he's got a couple of clients. I'm going to go ahead and make one more cast. I'm going to sign off and put that video on the end. So, I better get home. Starting to rain again too. All right, one more. I really like this spot right here. Those are bigger drops too. Okay, thanks for watching. Enjoy the brown trout video. We'll see you tomorrow. Ooh, I got a good one. Got a good brown, I think. Oh. I got a big brown. Got a sculpin 1/8 ounce jig on 4-pound line. I'm just below lookout. It's a nice one. Had to get him away from that tree because he was thinking about it. Almost. Got him. I got him. There we go. It's a big female and it's a triploid. I'll let it rest for a little bit. Good shape. Not too bad. No ruler.